Hello guys, my name is Starfarer, and welcome back to another Minecraft World Tour video. We are here on my first ever Minecraft world. If you've been following the previous World Tour videos, that might be a little weird, because I started with my first survival world, then moved to my first SMP world, all which are like closer to this current time. But this is my first ever world, period. We're gonna get into the world tour right now. This is my first ever Minecraft house. It was a treehouse. That's the first thing I ever built in this game. Right when we busted open the copy, I built this. Didn't really know what I was doing, didn't even know how to sprint. This became my first house. Really the only changes is this wall. It used to have books, and then it used to have a chimney, and then I brought the books back. Aside from that, it's basically the same. This is a creative world that I spent some survival time on, but mostly did this all in creative because I was trying to figure out how to play the game. This is my brother's house. My siblings did all have small houses on my world. We all had houses on each other's worlds, really. He built it out of endstone. This is back when we didn't have access to a lot of the new blocks. If you've seen my previous world tours, I won't get into it. Just know we played in an old version of Minecraft. That's all you basically need to know. This is my new house that I built. I wanted something a little bit bigger, so I opted for this. And you might immediately notice who this was inspired by. Stampy was a huge influence in my early Minecraft days. Very big influence. We had a secret library. That's pretty cool. That was the bathroom. I think this is like a dog room or something. This is my favorite room. It's just super big, super fun. But my idea is if I ever get around to doing a survival series on this world, I want to like give this thing an overhaul. Basically, I want to tear out the walls and make it look like a Stampy Longnose house. I love the interior. It's really nicely done. I'd probably tear out a lot of the walls and make it more modernized. I don't know if it's like an America thing, but like all these walls in like America usually just like, at least in the TV shows, like the Fixer Uppers, they just like tear them down. They like those open floor plans. I don't know how relevant that is everywhere else. I'm assuming fairly, but I don't want to make assumptions. This comes off weird. This is my hotel in this big ugly tree. I don't want to go in the rooms because they're a pain to get out of, but because I used iron doors for some gosh forsaken reason. But they're all pretty much the same, except for this one. We'll go inside it, I guess. Actually, maybe not. We'll break it open, I don't care. This is the master suite, if you could even call it that. Gives a nice view of the world. But, like I said, most of this is all built in creative, so don't be like, dang bro, you're farming logs for days. You must be freaking cracked at this game. I mean, yes, I am. Totally. Down here is my storage room. It was all sorted alphabetically. So you got apples, beds, cyan, which is a fun system, kind of a pain. But once you get used to it, it's kind of funny. This is my barn. This is an update block if you've never seen it. It happened when we transitioned versions. It's literally a dirt block that says update. Very interesting. I think they're kind of fun. I always thought it was like some kind of mossy dirt, and then I realized, nah, dude, some developer wrote update on it. That's because it was supposed to be a door. It needed to be updated. But yeah, we had a whole bunch of animals in here. They all went missing. I'm not going to say anything about that. This basic garden, that's everything you needed. That was like all the crops available at the current time. Not that we really needed crops. This is, what is this? I think this is this takes you to the fun land. Just like Stampy, I also had a fun land. This is the train stazione. It would take you to my desert village. And I think it also could take you... No, that took you to the homeland. That's right. I had it to do ward. I don't think there's like anything on it. This is my doghouse, like Stampy. This world has very much got the Stampy influence. Before all my dogs got individual houses. Which I don't know if he did, but probably. Here is where my first ever dog lives. He still exists. Fun fact, he actually died, but back in the day, you could choose when you wanted to save the game, and so it didn't autosave. So I brought him back from the dead. Because he landed in water. A 1 block tall water, and he died. I'm like, that shouldn't even have happened. This is my sister's underwater home. If you watched my last video, she's the one that had the big spruce home in the winter forest. It's her underwater home. I think I built it for her. I could be wrong though. We should probably hit these first actually. That's the train station. This is one of my favorite builds. It's my armory. You can just come here, purchase armor. So dope. I love the hanging lights. Employees only. This is the smeltery, where they make everything. Yeah, this is a really fun build. Pretty decent for an old style build as well. We don't talk about that. It's ugly and I don't like it. This is my potion school. You can come learn the art of potion making. It's a closet back there, but it's a closet. This is my cookie shop. You can come here. I didn't know you could eat cake in creative now. You come here, got everything you need to make cookies. I mean, I guess. Alright, so this is my sister's house. It's built into the side of a mountain and is one of my favorites. Mostly just because it's built to the side of the mountain. I think that's cool. Got the TV, living room, kitchen. I like how the stone walls are kept. Out here, it's just a random room, I guess. Yeah, I guess it was a ladder. I think there used to be a spiral stair. Oh, this is the spiral staircase. This is how you used to be able to get up. Again, kind of Stampy influence, especially when it comes to her bedroom. You had the big Stampy long-nosed balcony. You could welcome everyone. Same thing with this, I think, is a balcony inside of a balcony. Wild. You can see my house. Oh yeah. This is a bathroom. Thought those did secret stuff. Had a secret entrance. This is where I had a secret base. I made a very... Oh, you can fly through cobwebs? Wow. Creative mode has gotten so many updates. This is my secret base. We'll get to it. Because that's what happens when you walk around this whole thing. The spiral staircase of doom. This is how you could get into my secret base. It's very secret. A lever on the side of the mountain? Who would suspect? Oh, this is great. So down here, that's secret entrance. Snow Golem house. This is a tradition, I guess. All my worlds had them, apparently. This was a pigman house. You had to spawn him in, though. Because he didn't stay there, because we didn't have name tags. This was some... I think a villager lived here, actually. But he's long gone, because they didn't used to be able to open doors. I don't think we have a staircase up here, but this is our theater. And by theater, I mean actual theater and a movie theater. These are bathrooms. I love this pattern, by the way. And I'm surprised I forgot about it. Like, that's just a banger floor pattern. Especially, it works really well with the new iron texture compared to the old one. Oh, yo, and I forget about these seats. This is still a good seating pattern in my opinion. Same with the floor tiles. But some of that needs to come back. I accidentally built this even. I do that a lot. This is a less flattering floor tiling, but it's way cooler because you have a theater. Very fun. It also like hangs precariously over the side of the mountain. Like, nothing wrong here. This is structurally sound. Down here is a nice valley. I really like it. Zoom. I think my sister built all this. I think it's like a house. This is a library. Is there really nothing there? I thought it was bigger than that. No, like it's like literally. Okay, fair enough. This obviously built in creative. Some arena of some kind. I don't even remember. Very fun. This is not mine, this is my sister's greenhouse. We have to get into it another way, but again, I love glass domes. If you can even call that a dome. Little pond. Small house. There's a lot of worlds I'm missing that are either still on our Xbox or never got transferred over from the original game that really show the growth that we had in the game. Like, this is all, if you've watched all the videos, it's all pretty basic stuff, except for maybe the last one. You can kind of see it being a rough job of looking somewhat good, but for the most part it all kind of is cringy builds. And the issue is a lot of the other worlds we had weren't as, the ones I've been showing you are more of like long-term, this is my bank by the way, they're more long-term worlds. And so we would play on them long-term, but a lot of the other development happened on smaller worlds that we didn't play on as much. They were just left behind basically. Never got around to. Or at least they're not big enough to go do full world tours on, or they're stuck on the Xbox, haven't been transferred over. Here's our Christmas area. It was like 12 days of Christmas. We had all kinds of supplies. There's a graveyard. Animals, I think. This was what we called Survival Central. This is the, like just kind of I was explaining, we had worlds that had a lot of development on them, but not much incentive to get on and play because we never did much. This was an idea I had where we took 3 of my previous survival worlds that were just random survival worlds, and we'd copy them over here. So that was Fun Times World, Adventure Craft, I think was all about redstone, and there was another one. And the whole goal was to have the survival worlds basically copied over here, because they had fun things on them, cool builds, but no one was playing on them consistently because there wasn't a lot of builds. So a lot of the development isn't really going to be seen in these. You're gonna look at this and you're like, what the heck? Like at the end of this video, maybe I'll show you what me and my brother have been up to in my current survival world. There's a pirate ship. Very piratey. I'm actually really proud with how it turned out. I think it still holds up decently well. I think it's just prison cells. It's a small one. Gets the job done. I think it's really dope. This is a dam. The villagers were trying to take our power. I love how it just works exactly how a dam should work, you know, and just... This was a slime farm built in the swamp with a built-in double piston door, and this is a light. You might be thinking, oh, how does this work? I am shocked. It is a lava light. So what you do is you activate it, and boom, it lights up the whole room. Look at this. Isn't this the greatest thing you've ever seen in your entire life? I know, Mumbo Jumbo would be so impressed with this redstone. Like, I know he's been, like, out on vacation, but, like, I think I'm a good substitute. I gotta say. Also, I'm a great builder. Very natural. If you take a rail cart, the one at the train station, it takes you around yonder to my desert area. My desert area features a survival... Oh, this is my Enderman outpost when we were trying to go to the end on survival mode. We like gave ourselves time and loot and creative. And we'd hunt Enderman. That's a ruin. Pretty cool. This is so fun. I built this. It was a survival minigame. Basically, you'd start up here like it was Hunger Games. You would drop down, and you literally ran around collecting loot. And you would just duke it out in PvP. It's literally just a mini Hunger Games. And it was so much fun. Because you would just run around and hide. And we played split screen too, so you could totally cheat and stuff. Launch fireballs at another person. Oh, so much fun. I love the parkour. I think we had decent stuff over here. Well, maybe that's why it's empty. Yeah, diamond sword. You can do the impossible parkour. Oh yeah, I'm a pro Minecrafter. Apparently this is not even a desert anymore, it's a taiga, which is why we have foxes spawning. And this was our original village. The train has since been generated to actually include a new village. But the original village, the world only had one, and it was this house, this blacksmith, and half of these houses. We filled them in a little bit. And I guess this just generated on. Like, this is brand spanking new, I've never seen this before. It has a bell, so it's obviously pretty new. Interesting. I've not generated any new chunks on this world yet. So now we need to head in the opposite direction. Iballistic Squid was probably the first Minecraft YouTuber I watched, and his Sky Island world was a big inspiration for me. My brother, his Minecraft world I was talking about in a previous world tour, is actually a Sky Island world, and it is absolutely massive. This is a dog obstacle course. But yeah, his Sky Island is literally huge. Basically, you just gotta run your dog through this obstacle, inspired by a Stampy Longnose video. This was gonna be a mall. I think this was like a display or a changing room or something. Although I don't think it'd be a changing room, because why would you be on display? This is the fancy doghouse, way up in the sky. Giving you a nice view of everything. And this was the dog. I don't know why everything was so dog themed. I guess dogs and cakes were like crap back then. This was a dog. It was a pet store. Okay, so this biome was actually a legitimate plains biome. Snowy plains biome, which is my favorite biome. I think this is a research station. I never did anything with it. I don't know if you saw earlier at my farm there was a minecart track. Well, the minecart track takes you to this snowy village. This is where my snow golems live because we love golems. There's going to be a castle right there, but never got around to it. But all the snow golems have houses. Let's not give them hope. They've been in here for literally years. Been here since like maybe 2013. Nah, probably not. That's when we started. This is a cake factory. This world was created in 2013. I don't think this was though. Yes. This is part of an adventure map I made on the island, or on this world. It was just this cool mountain house. I just love glass things. I think if there's anything I've learned that I want to apply to a new survival world, it's get the glass domes, get the minecart chairs, and get the iron and smooth stone floor designs. Those need to come back. And also birch walls. Maybe. Only in certain cases. It's kind of good and kind of ugly. So you had a few games. This game, you would come up the water elevator, which was a standard water elevator, no bubbles. And this was like a Skywars game. You could basically, you needed to set your spawn, so you had to wait until it was night. And then you would come up here, and you would basically parkour. And I think you had enchanted bows too, so you could literally fling each other off the map. And you had some blocks you could build, and it was very fun. It was just PvP. It was great. This game was definitely ripped off of Stampy right here. Or maybe he ripped it off someone else. I can't even remember. But it's the game where you have to do your ice parkour. And it's really annoying. And then you have to play like King of the Ladder, basically. Very fun. I think Stampy was a Chad for making Funland stuff. Like, making Minecraft PvP games is just so great. This is basically a knockoff of One in the Quiver. You run around the house, but you only have like the best bow we could get our hands on. And those things would almost one-shot you without armor. You had to run around without armor. I think if you'd fully drawn back the bow... Those were just power fours? I swear they had flame on them before. But you could almost one-shot them back then. So that was really fun. This was... It's basic, King of the Ladder. Very fun. This is like one of those... I don't know if you've ever seen these before. You basically have all kinds of different blocks that require a specific tool to be broken faster. And you both start at the top and you gotta race to the bottom. But to add incentive, there is lava chasing you. And so it's on a timer. You have to kind of be quick. But the idea is who can get to the bottom first, either without dying or just who can get there. Very fun. I don't think we ever got to play that one though. This is a roller coaster I think my brother made. I love the nether brick for it. Nether brick is underrated. A lot of this Funland was also inspired by, I think it was a world called Notchland. It was like a world that took up half the map, which was just insane, and it was all minigames. I think Stampy had a world tour of it. And then this was inspired by more recent YouTubers I had started watching back in the day, like Bigby Stats and SB737, where they had like their hide and seek. And so this was a hide and seek game, where you could just run around and your goal was literally to hide. Although back then the hide and seeks were more like, I think you killed them or something like that. This might look familiar if you watch my previous world tours, but this was really fun. Required a lot of creativity back then because it was we had split screen and it was all on Xbox, but it was fun. We had little hidey holes like that. I used to watch those hide and seek videos for hours. Like I'd go to all the different YouTubers' perspectives that played them, and I would just watch them. Those were so much fun. Great times, great times. A little maze. But I want to say that is almost everything. This is an auditorium. What are we doing with it? I have no clue. Ah, here it is. Out here we had our, back then every world had one mushroom biome in it. It's kind of the same now, but they're infinite, so they're harder to find. But we had a lighthouse. Oh my gosh, this is way shorter than I remember. As a kid, I used to, in my mind, this was way taller. I think I built this in survival though. I think it did burn down once. Because there was a fireplace right there. Yeah. That's wild. I wonder if it was always this short though. That's a question I genuinely wonder. There's our dock. And honestly guys, that was my original Minecraft world. And so, if I can ever get around to it, I want to revisit it, because it's just one of my favorite worlds of all time. I just think it's a classic world, full of lots of fun, and lots of just, it's so chill. And I would just love to get that whole chill nostalgia feeling back again. And that's kind of what my channel is all about anyways. It's playing all these amazing games that I really should have played growing up, but I never had the time, or I never got around to, and it never was a part of me. And so I think that would fit perfectly with the vibe of the channel and what I'm going for, and it would bring a lot of fun. And so I'll update you guys on it if I ever have plans to drop that series. It really is just up to my time. Like, I can barely keep up with putting out one video a week right now, and I've got a lot going on in my life. And so, you know, it's all up in the air. Don't want to make promises I can't keep. But I'm just glad you were able to watch these world tours and at least have these worlds, at least for me, having these worlds documented out there. It means a lot, because they bring a lot of memories. And so I want to thank you guys so much for watching and for being part of this little tour. See you guys. Real quick, guys, I told you that I would show you one of my current worlds, so you know that all my Minecraft builds don't look like the past 3 previous world tours. This is my house on me and my brother's current survival world. We are playing on hard mode. It is epic. My storage systems. I'm actually kind of broke, I'm not gonna lie. I have storage stuff in there. Auto smelters. We've been going ham on kelp. I think it's in. No, we hit it because my sister also joined this world, and she wanted to farm kelp, but we had already set up an auto farm. But yeah, I promise my Minecraft skills have greatly improved. We're settling on a jungle island. We have a lava farm even. This is one of those fancy tree farms. Maybe I'm still not good at building giant trees. We have elytras, netherite. Oh gosh, I love this world. That's new, I never saw my brother build that. Is this his house? This is starter house, mind you. It's been slightly upgraded. Or a cactus farm. Shoot, we gotta get back on this, me and him. It's crazy how much has changed. This is his tower house. This is the base, by the way. I mean, that's obviously the base, but this is also the base. It's gonna be way taller. I've seen it on his test world. This, we gotta shear it down a little bit so the vines stop growing. But this is the piece de resistance of this world. We're trying to make it like it fit old jungle vibes, like an old civilization lived here. Well, my house is more like modern researchers are exploring the jungle. But this is our trading hall. I've never built a trading hall before in Minecraft. We have lots of villagers. It's 60 plus villagers. Basically all you'd ever need. And we got pretty good stuff. And I just love it. Down here, that's where our beacon's gonna go. It'll shoot right to the sky. This is our melon and pumpkin auto farms. And here is auto wool farm. It's basically, if you remember my world survival tour, if you watch that, it's just like that. This is auto brewer. And these are small micro farms that are important. Like chickens. It's producing now. Yay. This is basalt. Everything like that. But, yeah. Just so you know, we're not hopeless Minecrafters anymore. Maybe we can give a facelift to my original world after all. And it's also a testament to, no matter where you are in life, at anything, Minecraft or not, that with a little bit of time, maybe a lot of bit of time, a lot of bit of practicing, you can come a long way. And I'm not even good at building. I like to think I'm good at terraforming. I did a lot of terraforming up there. building, I'm terrible. I use reference pictures for like everything. My brother, he just whooped all that up. We did plan that out together though. I'm mostly happy with it. It's so cool. Alright, take care.